I am R.K. Pulchawang from Oklong Miriram village under Sanapati district. I want to speak on corruption with specific reference to Jal Jeevan Mission. The word corruption is well known to every individual in our district of Sanapati. But no one has the gut to question why corruption. And we have heard whoever speaks out against corruption or tried filing RTI against any department, there are people individually or institutional wise who wants to suppress it. But the question that I have to the ones who speak against corruption is that should we continue to allow 5 to 10% of the wealthy, the richest, the leaders to control the entire system that is existing in our district? Should the Naga major tribes in our district comprising of Pau Mai, Mau, Maram, Jelirong and Thangals succumb to this remote control of corrupt practices in our district? To those who control or suppress the voices against corruption, I want to cite a very concrete example of Jal Jeevan Mission, on which I did file RTI. The unfolding of facts and truth through this RTI will help us have a deeper understanding of the corruption in our district. My village Oklong Miriram is one among the 100% completed with functional water tap connection to each household under Jal Jeevan Mission. These are the water reservoirs constructed in my village Oklong Miriram, but most of the reservoirs don't have pipe connection or outlet or inlet. These are the so-called water tap connection captured from my village. A bucket of cement constructed as a slab and a pipe and tap with no water connected to this tap. It was just done for photography and reporting sake. If we go to the official website of E-Jal Shakti Government of India, you will find only fake and false data with no match with the ground reality. We covered more than 10 villages under our district, comprising of my village, Pau Mai villages and Mau villages. In the website, I checked the data of my village Oklong Miriram. To my surprise, I found that there were 172 households recorded, out of which 172 were totally connected with functional water tap connection. But in reality, in my village, there are only 42 households. And when I went to the beneficiaries list, there were more than 32 beneficiaries who are not from our village, who are from other communities. This false data on the website and the unrealistic reporting by the concerned department from the district and from the state resonates with almost all 135 villages in the district of Sanapati. This has compelled us to do journalist investigation in the villages to do the fact finding. We find corruption in almost all sectors in our district, be it education, be it health, be it road and infrastructure. The reason why I picked Jal Jeevan Mission to check corruption is that water is basic to every human being, be it rural or urban. Supreme Court has passed the verdict that access to clean drinking water is equivalent to right to life. It is so painful to see that the level of corruption in our district is so high that it is not sparing even the poorest of the poor in rural villages. This has made me to stand up to voice on behalf of 5 lakh plus population in our district, comprising of the 5 major tribes that already I have mentioned. The system of corruption in our Sanapati district has become very high, thereby making the rich richer and the poor poorer. This high practice of corruption has ruined present generation, and if not controlled, it is going to ruin our upcoming generations. Therefore, I appeal to all youth and like-minded individuals in our district to come forward and fight against corruption. Because of high-level corruption, the general public have lost faith in government departments and institutions. Until unless this high-level practice of corruption in our district is checked, our rural population and the general public will continue to suffer from lack of basic facilities and amenities. As long as our people suffer from basic needs, they will never see the dawn of true development to be socio-economically independent. Founded on the urgency to fight against this corruption, we the RTI team and the like-minded people have started a movement, a youth-led movement where youth should take charge of checking corruption in our society. I appeal to all CSOs, CBOs, church leaders, national social workers, individuals in our Naga communities to support this youth-led movement for change to check corruption. so that every Naga communities in our district have access to equitable and inclusive development. The Nagas in Senapati district will be called a progressive society only when there is a grassroots-based developmental plans by taking into consideration every households and villages in the process. In this initiative of youth-led movement against corruption, we don't have any grudge feelings or enmity with any individuals or organizations. We have begun this battle against corruption through youth-led movement with Jal Jeevan Mission. After having achieved justice on Jal Jeevan Mission, we will be working against corruption in different sectors of education, infrastructure development, and different government developmental schemes meant for the rural poor. With prayer to God, I appeal all the Nagas in our Senapati district to support this youth-led movement against corruption, through which we can reclaim back our rights, justice, and unity, on which will be founded our society's development and progress. Kugnalim.